Calling to order the 30th regular meeting of the Lake County Board of Commissioners. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dear God, please bless our meeting today. May our discussions be fruitful, our decisions wise, and our community strong. Amen.
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 Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner McIntosh.
Here.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Present.
Commissioner Beveridge.
May I have a motion to excuse Commissioner Beveridge from today's meeting?
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Commissioner McIntosh.
Present.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Well, yes or no?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry.
I'll go with yes as well. The motion carries. Mr. Beveridge is excused. This brings us to public portion. Anyone wishing to address the board on agenda items only, please raise your hand and you will have 3 minutes after stating your name and address. Seeing no one, I'll just remind that we do have a workshop session afterward for any topics. Public portion is closed. Madam Clerk, please proceed with resolutions.
In the Engineer's Office, resolution authorizing final approval, releasing $48,965 construction surety and retaining $4,700 as a 3-year maintenance surety for Quail Highlands Phase 6, Concord Township.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Resolution authorizing change order number 4 and final for the Lake County Road Resurfacing Project 2024 with Colburton Contractors LLC, reducing the amount by $60,690.84, LCE project number 2023-018.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
In the Utilities Department, resolution approving plan specifications and estimates of cost in the amount of $113,109.54 for sanitary sewers for Mentor Heights Subdivision Phase 2 in the City of Mentor, job number 25-38.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Resolution certifying unpaid sewer sums and administrative charges to the Lake County Auditor.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
In the Commissioner's Office, resolution reappointing David W. Bennett to the Lake County Senior Citizen Advisory Panel for a 3-year term ending September 30th, 2029.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk, I would say in regards to this and the next 2 resolutions, we thank our senior advisory panel members for their service as we're working on the new strategic plan for senior services in Lake County. This is one of the most important roles in county government because we can only serve our seniors if we hear from them directly. And having the senior panel to give direct feedback from the people who receive the services so that we can serve them best. We're very grateful to all 3 reappointees today, and I wanted to extend my thanks.
I'd just like to echo Commissioner Plechnik's comments in saying I am grateful for their service. Just in the short time that I've been here, I have come to see all of the work that we're doing in this space of senior services and definitely see the value of taking a fresh look at it. And the feedback we've received from these valuable board members is critical to us overseeing and making sure that the services that we deliver to the residents of Lake County is what it should be at the high level we expect, in particular with our seniors.
Thank you, Commissioner McIntosh. Any further discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Resolution reappointing Virginia Jenabing to the Lake County Senior Citizen Advisory Panel for a 3-year term ending September 30th, 2029.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Resolution reappointing Lyle D. Shull to the Lake County Senior Citizen Advisory Panel for a 4-year term ending September 30th, 2030.
Before we proceed, I believe it should be a 3-year term. I believe all the panel members have the same term.
I think they're staggered, so sometimes there are 3, sometimes there are 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
I stand corrected. So moved.
Second.
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
A resolution approving solely for the purpose of Section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986, the issuance by the Lake Development Authority of not to exceed $30,000 multifamily housing revenue bonds, Series 2026. Oh, I'm sorry, 30 million. Thank you, Assistant Prosecutor. Revenue bonds, Series 2026, Silver Birch of Painesville project.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye. Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
And the Finance Department, resolution approving payment of bills as listed on the Commissioner's Approval Journal in the amount of $1,537,818.27.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Resolution approving purchase orders as listed on the Commissioner's Purchase Order Approval Journal in the amount of $1,041,334.66.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Resolution increasing appropriations for various non-general fund accounts.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Resolution transferring appropriations within various general and non-general fund accounts.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McIntosh.
Aye.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes. With the conclusion of resolutions, this brings us to our departmental reports, starting with utilities.
Thank you, Commissioner. Out at our solid waste landfill, due to decomposition, we produce a lot of methane gas there, and we manage that system with extensive network of piping inside the landfill and off to a flare. And earlier this year, we advertised for requests for qualifications for companies to reuse this, I guess you'd call it a renewable resource in energy. And we shortlisted that group, and now we are asking them to send us creating a request for proposal for how they would reuse that. And there's a lot of different ways that you can reuse methane gas and produce energy with it, or send it to the natural gas and that sort of thing. So we're in the process of doing that now and reviewing that. So I'm pretty excited about how we can really reuse that resource and take advantage of what we've got at the landfill. So that's where we're at.
Very good.
Thank you.
Any questions for our engineer? Hearing none, County Administrator.
Yeah, good morning, Commissioners. Just a weekly brief update on the dog shelter. We continue to, Joel and I work with our staff on best management practices and partnerships throughout the county, Humane Society, and other nonprofit entities. Once again, want to thank them for their support, ideas, and strategies to make sure we're providing the best service that we can. Building is cool. We're continuing to tweak the existing system. While we've had it open, we're giving it a full-fledged physical. And as I noted a week or so ago, the ultimate goal is to replace that cooling system. We're working on a grant with Zach from Finance that'll be due at the end of the month. Hopefully we get that and we'll proceed. Nonetheless, we're going to proceed with a new strategy heading into next year. So we're continuing to trend on a positive path in that regard. Secondly, just a brief update on the Sheriff's Office facility. If you look at the west facade, which would be by Juvie Court, you can see significant masonry that's been completed. It looks really good. The masons have moved around to the front facade. You'll start to see that come out of come vertically, actually by the day. It's kind of hidden behind the scaffolding at the moment. So we're excited about that. Actually, Commissioner McIntosh and I are going to be taking a tour later today. We're to the point now where considerations of ordering furniture, ordering IT equipment, and the like. So we're getting to that point because we have a substantial completion of the spring of next year, and here we are in August. So I would say we're rounding second, heading to third on this project, and we're continuing to be satisfied with Gilbane, with PMC, the sheriff's team. It's going well. So thank you.
On schedule, under budget.
That's the goal.
Madam Clerk.
Yes, I wanted to mention that the next regular commissioner meeting is next Thursday, August 13th at 10 a.m. And also, as was mentioned earlier, the second stormwater public hearing is going to be on August 13th at 9:45.
Very good. And legal.
No reports, Commissioner.
Well said. Is there any old business to come before the board?
Mr. President, yes, I just wanted to provide an ongoing update. The other day, met with a work group that's continuing the conversation on Route 2, the contract to renew between the county engineer and the municipalities. So I wanted to want to give an update about that, being is that there's information out in the public space that is not accurate. I think it's important to right the ship on a couple things. Just to remind everyone and put it in proper context, Route 2 is the same as Route 20. It runs from one end of Lake County to the other, and it is the responsibility of those entities to maintain that. Over the last 50 years, those entities have contracted with the county engineer. So to that end, we are wrapping up an update to the contract. The negotiation's going very well. The conversation that we had this week was incredibly constructive, and I know the leadership in some of the cities feels very good as I do about it. And I want to give a top-down view of what we're looking at here. There's improved funding access for the municipalities, so there's more money flowing towards their required maintenance of that, more access for them. The county is providing upfront capital for a couple different efforts, and that is going to the county or to the cities at no cost of interest. So we're basically helping them be a bank. And I want to be clear about something, because a city councilman somewhere in Lake County did say that we expect them to buy the equipment and then pay the depreciation. That is not correct. I don't know where that would come from. We would never ask anyone, nor would any rational person ask someone to pay for something 2 times. That's not the case. Another thing I think is really important to discuss is the fact that this updated contract is bigger, it's more robust, it deals with things, it offers definition and sets standards and expectation, and actually creates a process to deal with disagreements about the quality of service or how the service is rendered. So I would say there's better definition and higher level of accountability in the new contract. And last but not least, Commissioner Plechnik, and one of your favorite things is that we're working on a 2-part deal here that would then bring a project forward that gets the lights fixed on Route 2. Those 2 things will work tied together. They may be separate legal agreements for legal reasons, but we're presenting them as a package and working together. Secondly, I would also like to address 911, Next Generation 911. I was asked this week to do a news interview, and that was done. And I think there was a lot of things, there was some context missing in that story. And last summer, the 911 committee, of which I was a member and now I chair, made a decision to require every dispatch center in Lake County to have 2 dispatchers on 24/7. And the reason for that was we feel that with the workload coming with Next Gen, that a minimum of 2 staffing 24/7 is the minimum, is essential to provide the best 911 service. I will also say that over the last year or so, we've seen where single dispatch situations are, where dispatchers are stretched thin, and that compromises public safety. And I know myself and the other community members were unwilling to accept that as a standard in Lake County. While it may be the case that we are the only county in the state of Ohio that put that in place, I would also say in reviewing dispatching with the 911 coordinator for Lake County, we are probably the only county in the state of equal demographic that has as many dispatch centers. So I would say that if that's the case, requiring 2 is sort of a bare minimum, where other counties just have large dispatch centers where 2 doesn't even enter into it. So I'm digging into this a little bit more. We'll be providing more detail and context for the public because I think there's a little confusion out there. But suffice it to say, the county is not sitting in a position where we desire to make money on it. Commissioner Pletchik, you've been here for a number of years. You know the county at best has broken even, and the reality is has usually lost money more than they've made. Our interest is not in making money. Our interest is in providing the best, highest quality of first responder emergency services to Lake County. So stay tuned for more. We're all over this project.
Thank you, Commissioner McIntosh, and I sincerely do want to thank you for your hard work on Route 2, on the lighting issue, as well as your service on the Next Gen 911 Committee. All these boil down to one thing ultimately, which is the safety of our residents. And while it's easy to make things political or throw bombs at one another, that doesn't solve the actual problem. For government to do more with less, we have to work together. You can't have little fiefdoms where you do things your way, I do things my way. If we don't work together, we can't afford the level of service and safety that are not just that our residents expect, but that they deserve and that they need. When we're talking about staffing 2 people in a call center, that is not a high standard. That is, to your words,
Slow.
a minimum standard. And there are not many dispatches in Ohio that operate with such a low tally. So we need to be more focused on the safety of our neighbors and our communities and less focused on the politics and worrying about who's billed what. These are ultimately all taxpayer dollars, and the reason why Lake County is willing to essentially operate at a loss, whether it be offering a contract for Route 2 or offering a county-wide dispatch center to communities who choose to move to the county of their own volition. These are not money makers, they're loss centers for the county, but they improve safety, and over all jurisdictions they save money. So it's not about the county specifically or the county proper trying to push liabilities off on other people. Quite the opposite. If the county was worried about its individual budget, we would not have a Route 2 contract, we would not have a dispatch center, we would cancel all of our contracts with municipalities, and we would just do the services that state law requires us to do. We would not go above and beyond. It's my understanding that we're the only county in Ohio that has a contract to take care of a state route. These are the ways that we go above and beyond. It's a gift from the county to the cities because we recognize the economies of scale that creates, the savings that it makes for those communities, which we all live in. So it's good for all of us as Lake Countyans, but for folks who don't read budgets carefully and may not understand the numbers, it's very easy to get lost in my jurisdiction versus yours, my title versus yours. That's not what this is about. It's about safety and it's about saving money for the taxpayer. And we're happy to, I know the sheriff is happy to sit down, or his chief deputy, with anyone who wants to understand how the dispatch center works or how the costs are allocated. It's a remarkable service offered at a remarkable price. So if someone actually wants to learn and see how this might benefit or does benefit their community, we're here to have that conversation because that's how you move the ball forward. I'm personally not interested in the politics of it. I'm more interested in getting the job done for our residents, and anyone who's serious about it is going to come in and talk to the sheriff's office about the call center. They're going to come in and talk with the engineer about the Route 2 contract. They're going to have a real conversation about it. We can all be keyboard warriors if we want to be. I personally think it's a waste of time, and I think you see who's unserious. If someone is just trying to score political points, they'll post something on Facebook bombastically. If someone's serious about serving their community, they'll get the numbers, they'll do the math, and they'll see what's best for my community. And having done those numbers, having walked through the dispatch and looked at Route 2 and looked at the call center and had to make decisions on behalf of my municipality as a councilman before I sat in this chair, I can tell you the county is a great partner and continues to lower costs for our municipalities and increase safety as well. So I believe that you're doing great work, Morgan, and I'm grateful for the update as well. Hopefully we can get the Route 2 contract done in the near future, and hopefully we can raise awareness with municipalities about the increased responsibilities that state law is placing on all dispatch centers. You know, I think there's a misunderstanding that the county is driving this
Right.
conversation, but state law was passed years ago that implements implementation of Next Gen 911, which dramatically raises costs and standards. And that is a challenge, but it's a challenge we should embrace, because ultimately, having multimedia 911 services and faster response times saves lives. So I'm quick to criticize the state when they place an unfunded mandate, but this mandate needs to be met. We need to step up to the plate and increase safety here.
When the committee first started, it was presented to us about where our 911 services are and where technology is. And I don't mean ours in the county, I don't mean ours in the state, but just the fact that the available technology with smartphones and in the hands of the general public had not found its way into the 911 system, and NextGen was about taking a giant leap forward. And yes, you make a very important point that this is state standards being brought down. When I was a committee member on that, I toured many of the dispatch centers across Lake County, including the county one. I took the time to get involved. I spent an inordinate amount of time meeting and understanding the details of Route 2. And for the councilmen that have been critical of the county and the commissioner's office and what we're doing, I've extended invitations to multiple times for meeting and engagement, and those gentlemen haven't come forward. So we continue to be available and transparent about what we're doing, and it's all for the good of the county. We're not here to try to create a bigger kingdom. We're here doing the best job we can for the residents of this community.
Well said. Any further old business? Then let me just say we had a remarkably successful Lake County Fair last week. It was exciting to see tens of thousands of people come through the fairgrounds with their family and friends, people from all over the state and nation, but also so many locally as well. By all accounts, we also had a record-breaking 4-H auction, so it looks like for the 6th year in a row, we've broken that record. And while we're still waiting on some statistics and some numbers from our friends at the Fair Board, we'll be making announcements shortly on all the records and firsts that we experienced. I was personally grateful as chairman of America 250 that for the 2nd year running, the Fair Board was willing to acknowledge Saturday as America 250 Day at the fair. And we were excited to share a limited edition bobblehead of Frances Jennings Casement, one of our most famous residents, a personal friend of Susan B. Anthony, the legendary suffragette, and the namesake of what will be the biggest new residential development in Lake County, the Casement development in Paynesville Township. So I have a feeling that a lot of those future homeowners are going to be trying to track down a Casement bobblehead for their collection in the not too distant future. But it was a wonderful, historic week at the fair, and a reminder to me of the year-long work that the Fair Board and the 4-H kids put in so that we can have a wonderful and affordable family event for all. I can't thank all those folks enough, because it's a behind-the-scenes job that goes all year round. That culminates in Fair Week, but it wouldn't be there if they weren't working all year round for us. And so while it's not said half enough, we say thank you.
Yes, thank you for recognizing the fair. I had an opportunity to be there several days last week. It was a great experience. Enjoyed being with you at the 4-H auction. Even brought my wife back. We had a great time getting to know that community and seeing everything that's going on at the fair, and a lot to be proud of there.
Thank you. Any further old business? Hearing none, any new business to come before the board? Hearing none, there will be a workshop following this meeting at 10:30, and I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Commissioner McIntosh?
Yes.
Commissioner Pledger?
Yes.